Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So in this video we will have our discussion on this kind of a yoga which is going to be getting formed in the transit. Over there, in that specific duration, you have to remain very careful regarding the matters of your relationship. You have to actually nurture it, nourish it, or rather I would say protect it. So what I'm trying to imply, so here I'm talking about this upcoming transit of the Venus. Now guys, Venus, which is currently transiting in the Leo sign, but on August 25th it will transit the sign of Virgo, and from August 25th till September 17th it's going to be being in a sign where it attains debilitation. Now you must be wondering that, okay, why Nipun you are exaggerating so much on it? This is something which is going to be the every year this happens for once a month and all. So what is so special about it? So guys, during this time it becomes little bit special to know, because once it is going to enter the sign of Virgo, it is going to get conjunct with Ketu as well. And guys, for all of you who must be knowing about the signification and the innate nature of Ketu, Ketu has got this power to completely sever the ties, like the way, because Venus represents love. So I need to give this reference example. A lot many times what happens between the couples that they fight and they patch back, but this could be a case that you might be seeing it as just a regular fight, but just in this whims your partner did something where that person completely burned the bridge between you and the other person, that now even if you are willing, even if you are apologetic, but there is no way of going back. So this is the kind of power and intensity which could be attached with the Ketu. And guys, not only that, because during this time once Venus is going to be in the Virgo, it is going to be the same time only when Mars is also going to be agitated in the Gemini sign, and Mars is also going to be giving its fourth aspect to the Venus being transiting in the Virgo. So that means even if you have to do something harsh, you will have the enough energy to do that. And again guys, I uploaded a video on Mars's transit in the Gemini as well, because Mars in the Gemini has got more to do with a physical reaction to boredom. It's like driven by agitation, frustration, mental stimulation, impulse, taking those decisions. And guys, not only that, because Jupiter in a way has also transited the nakshatra of the planet Mars, Mrigashira only. So all of that is indicating in this direction that in whichsoever way Venus is ruling your life, definitely depending on your ascendant, depending on which houses Venus rules, because Venus also has got a very wide portfolio as well. Venus represents the matters of love, romance as well. For certain lagnas, Venus represents their spouse or their incoming financial gain. For certain people, Venus might be ruling your fifth house. It might be responsible for the progeny, for your education, for your intellect, all of that. So it becomes very important how you protect the signification being represented by Venus in during this duration. So guys, initially I just wanted to make a very small video and wrap it up, because very soon I'll be posting a monthly horoscope as well. So I just wanted to reduce my workload. So I was trying initially to give this information in a short, in a reel, in 1 minute duration, but trust me, I was not able to kind of suffice the whole information in just 1 minute duration. So I just thought we can just have a discussion separately on this transit as well. So again guys, apart from doing the behavioral remedy in a way that remaining very aware that even if the circumstances are getting erupted like this, you have to be in control of your whims, of your instincts, of your impulsiveness. You do not have to act extremely critical or nitpicking in the matters of relationship. Along with that guys, we generally say this thing that the general remedy connected with the planet Venus is that you have to propitiate the goddess Lakshmi. So in a way that recitation of the Siddha Kunjika Stotram, Shri Suktam, like offering a lotus to any of the goddess Lakshmi temple or Vishnu Lakshmi temple, along with, I would also say this thing that donation of the white things is generally considered doing any donation which is going to be helping the blind people, so that should also be considered in order to give strength and power to your this Venus. So yes guys, after this let's briefly look at it, because I was trying to make a reel, I was not able to do that. So just because now I have uploaded a long format video, so we will just briefly look at that basis all the lagnas or the rising signs in which specific area of the life you have to be careful. So guys, for the Aries rising natives, definitely guys, in your case Venus is going to be getting debilitated in your 6th house, and it is going to be getting conjunct with Ketu over there. So you have to be very cautious, very careful in the matters of your love life, in the matters of your partnership or within your matrimonial relationship. Trust me, this is not a very good time to trying to overthink or judge your partner. Like, this is equally applicable in the matters of your close family ties, or even in the matters of the matrimonial matters. And also you have to be very like I would say open-minded, forgiving, and the more you would refrain from overthinking or nitpicking in the matters of the relationship, the better it will work out for you. It's just a small span of time, like till September 17th only. Afterwards you will definitely see that once Venus is going to be entering your 7th house in the Libra, you will definitely see a stark change. Now guys, when we talk about the Taurus, definitely guys, it is your ascendant lord, and ascendant lord getting debilitated in the influence of Ketu. Now guys, in your case it has got still little bit positivity in store for you, because 5th house has got everything to do with the past life merits. Ketu also has to do with the past life merits as well. So in certain cases it could give you some sort of like epiphanies, feeling of awakening, heightened awareness, interest in mantra, or like if you are an artistic, you are in an artistic or creative field, sudden spark of some new ideas and all. So this is how in a very esoteric, mysterious way it could work out for you. But when we talk about the living signification, like here I'm talking about your relationship with your children, or this could be a case your relationship with your partner, girlfriend, boyfriend. So in all these areas you have to be very careful. Along with that guys, because this is not a very good energy in order to go beyond your means in order to speculate. You have to be extremely careful. This is one such combination which can actually completely ruin someone. If you have this gambling tendency and all, this is a very sensitive range or period for you where you have to be very careful of your actions. Now guys, when we talk about the Gemini, definitely guys, in your case Venus is going to be getting debilitated and getting conjunct with Ketu in your in your 4th house. So definitely guys, Venus has got a rulership over your 12th house and the 5th house. So there is a very strong possibility that generally what I have seen is that any of those things which you have hidden from your family and all, they suddenly come in the limelight. Suddenly people get exposed, their secretive, clandestine affairs get revealed and all. So this is how this could work out. And along with that guys, because it is in the influence of the Ketu and all, so I would say that in the matters of the relationship and all, refrain from that sort of nitpicking sort of attitude and approach. For those people who are like heavily invested in speculation, trading, invested in stock market and all, they also have to be a little bit careful during this window. Now guys, when we talk about the Cancer natives, definitely guys, in your case Venus is going to be getting debilitated in your 3rd house, getting conjunct with Ketu over there. So again guys, in certain cases this could be beneficial for those people who are like, you are in any investigative field. We have to get to the depth or core of something. But like the way guys, I mentioned this thing at the beginning of this video. The highlight or the synopsis or the theme of this video was that all the signification represented by the Venus, which represents your finances, your relationship, your love life. If during this time there is going to be any breakup, severing ties, it might happen forever. So I mean to say, 3rd house also tells about our neighborhood. It also tells about our colleagues. It also tells about our friends, our younger siblings. So you have to be very, very protective, very careful in all these areas, because Mars, your 10th lord, is already afflicted in the 12th house, giving its aspect, and Jupiter is also there in the nakshatra of the Mars, Mrigashira only. So overall, all what I can say is that be very careful, be very mindful even during this time. If you have to sign any contract, any agreement, any documentation, be very mindful, be very careful of that. Now guys, when we talk about the Leo natives, definitely guys, in your case, Venus is going to be getting debilitated in your second house, getting conjunct with Ketu over there. So guys, Venus definitely is your 10th lord, so it's a very sensitive alignment or energy which you will go through. So there is a very strong possibility, let's say for example, if there has been some loopholes or flaws in your execution of the work, suddenly it is going to get revealed. So my recommendation to the Leo native is that during this period of time, you have to be very careful regarding your officially allotted duties and responsibilities. Also guys, even in the matters of the financial allocation, financial management and all, over there as well you have to be very careful. There's a very strong possibility of some sudden big expense which will suddenly knock at your doors. So you have to be very careful in all these areas. And also guys, if there's going to be any meeting with the immediate close family, with your loved ones, specifically even the way you treat your servants and all, so you have to be very careful. It's a very typical combination where driven by any agitation, or there could be very small mistake which could have otherwise been forgiven, but you fired someone. So just be in control of your impulses, of your whims. That is all what I can say. Now guys, for all the Virgo natives, definitely guys, in your case, Venus is going to be getting debilitated in your first house and getting conjunct with the Ketu over there as well. Definitely guys, Venus in your case has got a rulership over your 9th house and the 2nd house as well. See guys, somehow I tend to remain very biased whenever it comes down to certain houses like 11th house, first house, trine houses. So because whatsoever planet is transiting from the first house, the attributes of that planet get experienced in our personality as well. So during this time, this could be a case that, you know, some sort of higher learning, knowledge, wisdom which you have attained and acquired from your teachers and all, which you have not been putting in use, but suddenly those circumstances will erupt, that you will go down the archives in the memory lane and you will try to bring back those learning and putting that, implementing that in your life and all. So this is how things can work out. So, and yes guys, there is a strong possibility that whatsoever knowledge which will be served to you, you might be a little bit critical in the face of that. And lastly guys, because it is the 9th lord as well and the 2nd lord as well. So during this time, if you have to initiate any of the immigration documentation connected to the foreign residentship and all, you have to be very careful. And also guys, because and also there's a slight possibility of some inconveniences or discomfort in the travels as well, physical discomfort. So you have to be very careful. Like if during this time only you are planning some very long trip, like, you know, too much of the layover, long flights and all, connected flights and all, so be very careful. Now guys, when we talk about the Libra natives, so definitely guys, in your case, it is going to be a little bit sensitive. Your ascendant lord is going to be getting debilitated in the 12th house. Over and above that, getting conjunct with Ketu over there as well. So guys, let me be very honest over here. As much as this could be seen as very positive for charities, for some spiritual awakenings and all, but there is a very strong possibility that you will end up losing something or some sort of energy from your life during this time. Now this could be a case that any bad habit, this could be any of those habits or people or things which have not been serving any purpose in your life from past so long. So because guys, had it just been your ascendant lord, it is a monthly phenomena which happens every year, but because Ketu is also there, so Ketu will be needing and will be eyeing for cutting out something from your life during this time, which will be serving some higher purpose for your growth, for your development and all. So my recommendation is that if something seems to be you know, kind of completely old, worn out, not serving any purpose, so do not resist too much. Because of the influence of the Ketu, you might not even have much of the strong say. Doing the charity of the products connected with the Venus during this time will be strongly recommended, like the white things on Friday. Recitation of the Lakshmi mantra should be considered. And again guys, during this time, because your ascendant lord is afflicted, so it is not at all a good time for getting physically involved with someone. Because if during this time, like let's say for example, this is what your lifestyle is, like very hedonistic or very open, you are in always been in open relationship and all, so this is like kind of a typical case where people acquired some diseases, something goes wrong, like suddenly getting into scandal, suddenly some secretive affairs getting leaked out, getting revealed and all. So be very careful, because it's Ketu, it's Venus, your ascendant lord, debilitated, that to the 12th house. Again, I want to stand corrected. Venus in the 12th house is considered as good. It is in many ways is considered as even the Karaka of the 12th house. So Venus otherwise is considered as good, but because of the involvement of Ketu and agitated Mars giving its aspect and all, so be very careful. Now guys, when we talk about the Scorpions, so definitely guys, in your case, Venus is going to be getting debilitated and getting conjunct with Ketu over there in your 11th house. So yes guys, there's going to be win and lose, gaining something and losing something kind of combination, which is going to be getting formed for the Scorpio. But guys, in certain cases I've seen this thing that Ketu has been attached as the hoisted flag. In certain combinations, Ketu gets exceptionally strong in the 11th house, where it gives the fame, authority, power, recognition of the highest order. So my recommendation is that, but again guys, I will still stick to the same thing. 7th lord is getting debilitated in the 11th house with the conjunction of Ketu. So there could be some sort of sudden betrayal by someone, even in the matters of the like business, commercial dealings and all. So this is kind of a typical combination where you will be let down by people from whom you would have least expected this kind of behavior and all. So now the problem with the Scorpions is that they find it very difficult to let go. So do not grind too much over it. Be very welcoming, be very open minded, because it's Ketu, where we do not have any control, where we do not have any say. And yes, if during this time only 7th house related matters are getting applicable in your case, you have been investing in courting someone, asking someone out for so long, or spending time with someone, now you are just waiting to propose that person. Don't do that in this duration, so it will shatter you. So, or also even for any of your biggest of the highest of the commercial aspiration, business aspiration, and you need some support from people, or you need to reach out to people for some favors and all, so be very careful. Like, it's not like that they're just going to let you down. They might put a complete door on your face forever. So be very careful, because it is Ketu over there. So that's all what I can say guys. In the matters of the 7th house specifically, you have to be very careful in this period of time. Now when we talk about the Sagittarius, definitely guys, in your case, Venus is going to be getting debilitated in your 10th house, getting conjunct with Ketu over there. So yes guys, there's going to be a very love-hate kind of relationship and energy which you will experience at your work front during this time. Like, there could be those cases that either your bosses are going to be extremely happy with your work, or they are going to be so frustrated, disgruntled, that there might be a stage where you might even be fearing of losing your job. So this is how things are going to be taking a turn, very stark turn in your professional sphere. So my recommendation to the Sagittarius Lagna native is that be very careful, be very mindful. The best remedy for you guys is that try to be self-reliant during this time. If you'll be reaching out or kind of seeking shelter in the support or shoulder of other people, there's a strong possibility that you might be let down at the 11th hour. So at your professional work front, you have to be very careful. Do not leave any scope of any nitpicking, fault finding by your bosses. And the most important thing, do not get into any argument, or do not try to defend if you have already been caught with some red-handed mistakes and all. That's all what I can say. Now guys, when we talk about the Capricorn natives, definitely guys, in your case, Venus is going to be getting debilitated in your 9th house, being your Yoga planet. 5th lord and the 10th lord getting debilitated in the 9th house. So definitely guys, a lot many people, specifically parents, are going to be worried on the account of the behavior, performance of their children and all during this time. Also guys, there's a very typical combination of some discomfort, inconveniences while being on any long distance travel as well. There might be some sort of difference of opinion with your teachers, with your mentors as well. So in all the department and matters of the 9th house, you have to be careful. And the most important thing, do not rely on any lucky break. This is not a kind of a typical combination for that taking that leap of faith. So you have to be very cautious, you have to be very careful pertaining to the matters of what is going on in your 9th house. Now guys, when we talk about the Aquarians, definitely guys, in your case, see, Venus is a very important planet for you. It's a Yogaraka, but now it is going to be getting debilitated in your 8th house, getting conjunct with Ketu, and receiving a very fierce, agitated aspect from the planet Mars as well. So yes guys, my recommendation to many Aquarians is that there's definitely going to be those kind of events which will completely either pierce your heart or give you some sort of awakening, deeper understanding of the life. For sure, there's a very strong possibility of that. Along with that guys, definitely any of the matters of the 4th house, conveniences, cars or jewelry and all those things which we amass. So it's not a very good time for going overboard in your spending in these departments. Also guys, the same thing which I recommended for those in whose case like Librans, for the Libras where Venus was getting debilitated in the 12th house and getting conjunct with Ketu, somehow it is also equally getting applicable for the Aquarians. Venus getting debilitated in the 8th house and conjunct with Ketu. This is a typical combination where like people generally make you accountable, liable. Like, you know, this could be a case that someone suddenly filed a domestic abuse case on you, sexual harassment case against you. So let's say for example, this is what your personality is, that you joke around. Like this could be in the same sex, with the opposite sex. Even at work, you have this habit of small talks, making some jokes, passing some comments and all. Be very careful during this time. It's not the time to take those chances. So specifically, anything connected with the females, female colleagues, female bosses, female teachers, you have to be very respectful around them during this time when Venus is debilitated in the 8th house and conjunct with Ketu, and not a very good energy. See, again guys, when we say like, you know, like they're like in those cultures where people have been in open relationship and hedonistic lifestyle, partying, one night stand and all. So these are those kind of transits where people get some disease, any sexually transmitted disease, infections and all. So you have to be very careful. Ketu and debilitated Venus in the 8th house. So now guys, and lastly, when we talk about the Pisceans, so definitely guys, in your case, Venus is your like 2nd house. Venus is your like 3rd lord and the 8th lord, and now it is going to be getting debilitated in the 7th house and it is going to be getting conjunct with Ketu over there. So yes guys, it's not a very good energy, because let's say for example, if you are a very friendly, very resourceful, social person, you are a creator and all, where people keep on getting into you know, collaboration, tie up with other fellow creators and all. So you have to be very careful around this time. Along with that guys, your all sort of communication, like 2nd house is your speech, 3rd house is your emails, the social media posting and everything. So you have to be very clear, concise and very transparent. Any ambiguity could land you in trouble. Even in the matters of the relationship, it's not a very good energy to nitpick too much. Too much of the fault finding will only spoil the things in the matters of your relationship. And yes guys, if during this time only you have to sign any contract, you are planning to propose someone, or if you're already going through some difficult times in the matters of the relationship, do not provoke, do not agitate, aggravate situation, because it's the Ketu. It might completely sever the ties. So just be in control, command of your whims, of your impulses. That is all what I can say. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.